just gonna have a conversation.
I don't know about this show.
So I came up with this show as I was watching Ready to Love, right?
Here we go.
And I'm like, what do we talk about? And I'm like, I'm really proud of us right now. We've did a shift in our marriage.
Okay.
And I'm like, it is really levels to this. Now it is phases.
Be quiet, Crystal.
It is phases to this, right? So you got the honeymoon phase. That's where we first starting out. Everything good, infatuation
Honey,
stage.
I'm home.
Yeah, that's when you first get married.
You're right.
That's when you first get married.
Uh-oh.
And then the end goal is that you get to the fulfillment stage. And that's when y'all are together. Y'all got grandkids. Y'all just enjoying life now. Everybody.
Man, that's a long time.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
A long time from now.
Everybody, well, yeah, I guess it does depend on when you get married as well. But that last stage is like we done figured each other out. It's kind of like smooth sailing. We just enjoying
easy to figure out.
What?
I'm easy to figure out. I'm pretty easy. Easy like Sunday morning.
You're not. No, you're not. So
Nina, what it do, man?
So
what?
I was like really, really proud of. We're gonna have to work on that later. I was really, really just proud thinking about us. And then it got me thinking about the couples that we serve. And it's like you can start out one way and it can shift. And so within the phases of marriage,
okay,
you got levels.
Of course.
And I was just thinking about where we are right now. How
slap you?
What do you think? Yeah. How are we right now? What do you feel like?
How are we right now? Agitated, baby, mad at me right now. Let's go and get full disclosure. She mad right now.
I am not mad right now.
She mad.
No, I'm not. I was a little
frustrated
for
no damn reason.
Yes, I had a reason.
Mad at me. Go on, tell the truth.
No, I fist to tell the truth since you want to put it out there.
We're talking.
Okay, so we are trying to prepare, make sure our mics work, right? So I'm trying to test it out. We are trying to test it out. I'm testing. I'm trying to read this and that on the screen. The whole time I'm doing that, why you just can't click that button? Well, why you just don't do that? Well, look, the whole time that I'm patiently.
But y'all,
no,
I said it in a calm manner. I didn't do it that way.
No.
Hey, I wanted you. Why are we doing that?
It wasn't always like that. No, would you see that right there? Why you just don't click on this? Okay, and I'm patiently clicking. I'm trying to ignore it. I hear him. Okay, let me see.
Can I talk? You asked me a question.
No. You said go on and be honest with the people.
But you asked me a question. Can I talk?
Nope, not until I finish telling the people what happened. So then, okay, I was calm. We was finna get it up and going. I was like, okay, so this is what we're gonna say. Well, just tell them we're doing a test. Well, now, baby, get that yellow card right there. I'm like, well, now we're not gonna just say we're doing a test. We're gonna this is what we're gonna say because this is on my other Facebook page. Why? That sent me over right there. I'm like, golly, can you just go with me? Then he gets ignorant right back. Yeah.
Man, I ain't get ignorant right back.
Yes, he did.
I got frustrated.
You was frustrated the whole time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We started off with a good morning. Baby came in there, woke me.
Oh,
okay. We started off in a good morning.
I prayed.
Okay, can I talk?
I listened to some a gospel song to shift my energy. So
y'all, welcome to the Candace show.
Woo, Lord, did he not tell me to tell y'all what happened?
But you already done it. Now let me talk. How are we right now? We're good.
Go ahead, keep talking, baby. Go ahead.
Cut the camera off for a second. Cut the camera off for a quick second. Nah, we're good. We're in a great place, actually. I would say we're in a great place. I don't know, like, is it a certain thing you want me to say?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're in a great place.
Okay.
Like, seriously.
So, and I would say this. I agree. I agree. But y'all, as yes, we are relationship coaches, but we still experience things, as you can see in our relationship. We have skills, we have tools. Thank the Lord that we have those, because we can move out of our situation a
Hey,
lot quicker.
can we tell them about what we about to start doing?
What we about to start doing? I don't be knowing what you gonna say.
What I just told you about, you showed me to send you 10 of them. Don't mention that.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna mention that. We'll just let them see.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, we had to have a sit down conversation, right?
About?
At the beginning of the year
Oh.
about how we
like,
wanted.
Lord, I thought you try to do that right now live. Like, hell, don't do it. I'm gonna walk off. I'm gonna literally walk off.
Because there was some things that was going on with us that I wanted shifted. And we had a for real conversation as to what it is so important to be truthful with each other in a relationship. Well, respectfully, truthfully, loving truthfully,
I like that. Respectfully truthful.
In order to move forward.
Right.
And if you see some or experiencing something that you don't like, you got to speak up on it.
Right.
And we were able to do that. And I will say that I have seen a shift in our marriage.
For sure.
Just from 2021 was not my ideal of what the marriage should be or look like. And so when I say it's levels to this, it was like we had that honeymoon stage, and our honeymoon stage was amazing. And then we started having situations, and it's like you can be good and have a good season, a good run for it. And then it's just like, oh my gosh, then you find yourself in another level.
And I think some of it is our age. We're getting older, so we're changing. Mm-hmm. And when you're changing, that change could be difficult, or it could take some getting used to from your partner. Mm-hmm. Our likes, our dislikes, what you used to tolerate, you no longer tolerate. What you used to be silent on, now you verbal about or vocal about. All of that change in you will bring change in your relationship.
Right. And I be thinking sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, what? Man, no, I ain't finna like this show.
No. I was thinking sometimes, like, why? How did I miss some of the stuff that I see today?
Like what?
Or that I've seen in our marriage? Like, okay, we got together when we were in college, right?
Of course. 95.
I didn't see no ignorant side of you in college. Like, none. I was like, how? How did I not?
Did you really just say that live?
Yeah, I didn't see none of that. Like,
ignorant side.
We was like best friends. Like, best friends? Yes, I'm just saying. Like, I don't even recall us really. We didn't start the arguing stuff until you started dipping out and dipping in other stuff. Then we started kind of having our disagreements. But before that, can you recall us ever having like arguments in college?
No. None our freshman year.
None our sophomore year.
Yeah, we did our sophomore year.
When? That's when I was pregnant with Courtney.
Actually, when I started pledging. I pledged my sophomore year.
But not till February.
I crossed over in February. I got online in November.
But you wasn't changed at that time. You didn't have time to be doing nothing else.
Change? What the hell that mean, change? Seriously, what are you talking about, change?
When you went over for Kappa,
I changed?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe you didn't change. Maybe that's just who you was, and then you just let it come out.
Oh, wow.
But
I don't remember changing.
Okay. Say, I'm gonna say this. You had
a Kappa man now.
Yeah, and you took on that. You took on that with the Showboat, and it just
Showboat was the freshman year.
The combination of Showboat and Kappa was just, you kind of start losing your mind a little bit. So I like I didn't see that.
Again, we're older. We got married. We got together at 18, 19. We was 18 years old when we started going together? 18 or 19. We've been together 26 years.
27. We've had 27 Valentine's Day together.
27?
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, well, 27 years. Okay, yeah, okay. 27 years.
Uh-huh.
We changed. We went through things.
I'm grateful for that phase
I'm
though.
right.
That
And
college
here's
phase.
what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for us going through a lot of things that we did young. I couldn't imagine not going through none of these things that we went through and getting married and going through them, but we've never had no track record of struggle of in our relationship. We had some real struggles in our relationship before we got married.
Did we? What real struggles did we have?
We broke up. I kind of stopped talking at one point.
Oh, we did for about 4 months.
Okay, yeah, we kind of went through some stuff, and
Okay.
then we went through some stuff young. I think it's easier to recover when you young.
I think
when you older, that sticks with you. You get a little bit more. I don't know, petty, if you will. Maybe not petty. I don't know. I think it affects you differently when you older if you go through infidelity. I think it lasts.
Because you think that person should know better.
Right. It can linger. Now, if you go through it at 19 years old, 20 years old, I think you can bounce back and recover from a lot of these things at a young age. Go through that at 45, 50 years old. Man, F this. You throw in the towel.
So let me ask you, do you ever get when we're in our marriage and it's like we can be good. We good for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, like no majors, no arguments or nothing. Like we getting along.
Right.
And then something happened and it's just like, dang.
We just had an argument.
Like, how did that happen? Like it sometimes it can
I don't think like that.
You don't think like what?
Like, oh dang, I can't believe we had an argument. We ain't had an argument in 3 months. I mean, damn, it happens. None of our arguments are disrespectful. We're not calling each other out of name. We're not cussing at each other. So what? You had an argument.
And I don't even think
we ain't even thinking about it 2 days later.
I don't even think we have arguments no more. For me, I ain't trying to have no argument. I'm willing to have a disagreement with you where we both disagree. But arguing, I'm just not about that no more. Like that's too much of my energy, too much of your energy.
Right.
And I'm just not trying to do that no more.
Right.
So disagreements, I do be like why? Because it could be something so simple. We could be doing so good, and you can just come in the house and like, I think kind of yesterday, you probably was a little bit irritated about something yesterday. Was you irritated about something yesterday?
I was. But how did, wait, hello, why you say that?
Because you came in here like you was, I said something.
How do you figure that?
Something has to be going on with him.
That? Tell me, why do you say that?
Because of, it just be your responses to stuff.
You
no, baby.
Don't make me really start talking.
Well, come on and talk then.
Because, come on. Okay, here's the problem. Because you act like you just know men and how men should think. Let me finish. Let me correct that. Let me fix what I'm trying to say. I got to be very strategic. I got to be strategic with my words.
No, you don't. Don't start that.
Okay, because far as how men think, how a man should think, how a man should operate, you just know. You ain't a man, but you just know.
I'm gonna let you finish.
And it's like, wow. But if it was a woman, and this is what I acknowledged and I said to you yesterday. I said, there are some things as a man I may not truly understand or grasp because I'm not a woman. As a woman, that will make sense. To a man, like that's stupid. That don't make, but as a woman would, man, shut up. I get that. Okay. As a man, some stuff just makes sense and clicks. To a woman, that may seem strange. But to a man, that like, no, ain't nothing strange about that. That's real talk. That's what it is. And you don't, at times, you don't ignite. I don't think you're aware of that. And that you just, oh, I know. Because the argument, what I said about my son, I'm going to go and say it. I told my son, I ain't giving him 50 cents on or towards his car again. Not 50 cents. I promised him a while back I'll go half on something. I forgot what it was. And I did it. Didn't want to, but I told him I would months ago, so I did it. And the reason why I said I wasn't gonna give him a penny on this car, I said, boy, you haven't washed this car but one time since you got it. You may have vacuumed it out one time. And I'm like, I'm not giving you nothing towards that car. You don't even appreciate it. And that just didn't register to her. She's like, you can't tell. You can't say he don't think about it. He don't care about the car.
And I did not have this
okay,
energy, so clean that up.
You didn't
okay,
that.
clean it up.
But you said it didn't make sense to you that I will come to the conclusion that my son doesn't really value or appreciate his car because he don't clean it. He don't take care of it. He just drive and put gas in. That really didn't make sense to you. And like I'm like, man, that's a man thing. You got a brand new car. Well, it ain't brand new, but it's brand new to you. Clean it. Value that car, especially when you first get it. When you first get your ride, you almost damn near washing the paint off. You want a girl in your car, and the light being in your car, have it clean and smelling good. You don't wash your car. You don't. I'm not giving you nothing. And that when you just told, that was just mind blowing to you. Why would you say that? How? That's what I'm talking about.
So what I hear you saying is that you think that I know what a man thinks. That's what you just said.
At times,
okay.
you act like that.
So,
yes,
so do I have an opportunity? That. I can talk now, right? Huh? So how I knew he.
Right now.
So how I knew that you had an issue was. It was, first of all, because you didn't even bring up the whole man situation.
I did say that yesterday.
That was later on in the conversation.
Oh, okay.
But when we first started talking, your energy was already heightened.
I was mad at him. It had nothing to do with you.
Okay, I'm just saying. I knew something was wrong because the energy did not match.
And then I'm looking at his car, and then I'm looking at how much money I just gave this. I'm like, man, I just gave this boy $135.
So what you did do,
and I didn't want to do it, but I said I was.
So what you did was you bought home stuff from work, and when you stepped, you was already had that energy. So then you saw that added on to it.
Yeah.
So when you came in and it's how you doing and all of that, and what we started talking about was him getting the struts fixed, and you was like. Because I was like, well, if you're going to still give him the half on this, and the other.
And that's what was bothering me, because I didn't want to give it.
See, and that's another thing. But I ain't going to talk about that on this show. I'm going to wait and have that privately
I gave it. Did I not give it to him?
I don't know if you gave it to him. I'm telling
you I did.
Okay.
I cashed after it.
But you didn't want to.
Because of why. I told you why.
Okay. Let me get, y'all hold on with us right now, okay?
I told you why.
So this is what happens. Let me turn my seat around so I can look at your handsome face as I discuss this. You had that energy, and with me asking you about it, this was your response was, I ain't giving him 50 cents for his car. And I'm standing there like, what in the world?
Take care of it, son.
What is wrong? And I'm like, well, why? He don't care about that car. He don't. And I'm like, okay, why are you saying he don't care about the car? I'm trying to understand why your energy is that way, because you already had told him you would do it.
And I did.
So I was trying to get an understanding.
Okay.
So when you go into explaining why you're not going to give him 50 cents, because he don't care about the car, because he don't wash it and he don't vacuum it.
Clean it
and
out.
I was just like,
that didn't make sense to you.
But for me, that didn't match the energy that you had. So I'm thinking this dude is this upset about him not washing the car or vacuuming it out to the point you're saying you're not going to help him get something fixed, because that's what we were talking about.
You misunderstood it, because I already gave it to him.
Okay, I didn't know. I was asking you, was you going to give it to him? You never said you was giving it to him.
But at that point,
you gave it to him.
At that point, I've already cashed that.
So, baby, why you just didn't say that when I said, so you giving him this, and then
honestly, I thought you might have known I cashed that.
No.
But when he asked me for it, I cashed that. I already cashed that.
So it wasn't that I wasn't understanding from a man's point of view. I wasn't understanding the energy, the mindset didn't match.
But do you
what
understand
you
my
was
energy
talking
now?
about.
My energy is I just gave you damn near $150 to fix and do something to your car that you're not even keeping clean and taking care of. You didn't buy it. So therefore, I think, okay, my son ain't appreciating this. But yet, when he needs some money for, okay. Like if you want my help, take care of your car. And I got you to the sun goes down. I got you. But value and appreciate it. I just want him to take care of it. Because if something go wrong, he can't afford to go buy him another car. So a value and appreciate. And as a man, especially as a young man getting your first car, you should keep that clean. And again, that as all the men that's watching and listening right now, I guarantee you they understand every word.
It wasn't going over my head. How about and that's another thing while we on here. I want you to stop doing. Man. I want you to stop doing all of this. Oh, that missed you. That stop doing that. Yeah, I'm putting it on record right now. Stop doing that. That's my ask. Now you can do that. But you be having it be when you mad. It be right there. It be why you mad and you doing that. But this is my thing. I didn't equate somebody not caring about their car because they didn't wash it. Now I can understand it if they keep running out of gas. They're not getting their oil changed on time. They need tires and they running their tires until it's slick. That is what I can understand. You like, okay, now you gonna let the car break down. So
that's cool.
Okay. So in that moment, you still came home with that energy and you was carrying that.
Took me to the bedroom.
Don't nobody want to have sex with people that's got a bad attitude. That's got a bad attitude.
Sometimes it might be a turn on. Sometimes when you get a little ignorant, it's a turn on.
Y'all are tuned in to the Couples Lounge show. We do this every Saturday. This is your first time. I'm your girl Candace, and this is my sexy husband Remon, and we supposed to be talking about levels to this marriage thing and how you can be so good and then you can have a moment. So it can be
like that.
It can be a moment. You can be having a good season, and then y'all been good for about 2 or 3 years, and then you got that 1 year that's like, oh my God, now we doing this again. So our goal is to get to that fulfillment stage to where, because it's phases in the marriage thing. And so